It's game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Indiana Elite looking for the sweep. Washington, D.C. Titans looking to stay alive. Here we go. We are underway here in game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Mohamed Cilia opens it up with a slam. Washington, D.C. Titans are on the board. Indiana Elite got the win. Oh my, Pete Jones Jr. with a slam. Just like that, both centers open it up with some slams. Terrence Alexander, quick shot. No good, boarded by Pete Jones Jr. Indiana Elite got the win in the first 2 games. Game 1 was a very strong game for the Indiana Elites, able to take a convincing win. Game 2 was a close game. The Titans held throughout. They held the lead throughout most of the game. Indiana Elite clawed their way back to take the win late in Game 2. Rice drops in the 3 ball. So here in Game 3, we of course now come to the nation's capital here in Washington, D.C. for Game 3. Cameron Boozer over to Clem Fandango. It's Clem Fandango up at the top. He tries to work around the screen. He is D'd up on, though. He's into Pete Jones Jr., and through all that, it ends with 2 points for Pete Jones Jr. Washington, D.C. Titans playing here with this game at home and their last chance to look to stay alive here in Season 2. Washington, D.C. Titans went 9-7 on the road and 12-3 at home in the regular season. So, as most teams do, they played better at home. But the Indiana Elite did go 10-5 on the road. 10-5 on the road were the Indiana Elite. So, not afraid to play on the road are the Indiana Elite. The Indiana Elite have got 8 points. Pete Jones Jr. has got 8 points as we're 2 minutes in to Game 3 here. Randall with the turnaround fadeaway. He'll drop that one in. Clem Fandango up at the top. Just about halfway gone already here in the first. Good defense on Clem Fandango from Chapman. He'll drop it into Boozer. Boozer drops it in from the left side. His first basket here for Cameron Boozer. Terrence Alexander, the Season 1 MVP, faces off against Pete Jones Jr., the Season 2 MVP. And Pete Jones Jr. finds his team up 2-0, 2 games in. Reminder that this is a best of Pete, and rejected right there by Mohamed Cilia. Remember that in Game 2, the Washington, D.C. Titans had 6 blocks to the Indiana Elites 0. And right there is another block for the Titans. Make that 7 blocks in a row to the Indiana Elites 0. Matt Snow, he's going to drive, and that one rolls off the right side. And Chapman, Titans looking to take the lead now. Tyson Chapman up to Randall. Randall pulls up a 3 and drops that one in just like that. The Titans have hit 2 threes here in the first, and they take the lead. Matt Snope with a quick shot and drops that one in. 90 seconds left here in the first. 90 seconds left here in the first. We're tied up at 12. Terrence Alexander into Christensen. He slams it down. Tyus Christensen. That is the Season 2 MIP. The most improved player there. Tyus Christensen. Showing why as he slams that one down into Allen Wells. Allen Wells gets rejected. Make it 8 blocks in a row for the Titans. 0 for the Indiana Elite. 2 blocks for the Titans here in the first. Christensen, back-to-back possessions, and 2 easy baskets for Matthias Christensen. Nomad around the screen. He's driving to the basket. Nomad over to Rocco Pebble. He slams it down. Terrence Alexander walks by the defense, lays it in. Just non-existent defense. Nomad, he He's going to try his chance now. He walks by the defense, but he'll take a foul. He'll go to the line. No Mad D pistol at the line. And now I get the first one to go. As always, if there is anything scuffed in the Scuffed Basketball League, we know that it's free throws. No Mad here at the line. Can't get either of them to go. Here come the Titans up 4 into Christensen. Matthias Christensen over to point. Oh my, a block for the Indiana Elite. A block for the Indiana Elite. We didn't know it was possible, but they got one. Titans will keep possession though. Terrence Ward up at the top. Time winding down into point. Point will lay it in. Here come the Indiana Elite. No Mad D pistol. Last one here. Step back 3. No good. That's the end of the first. No Mad D pistol. He's got the B team in here. He works around the screen. He's attacking, and he's able to lay that one in. No Mad D pistol. He's on the board for the first time here in Game 3. Matthias Christensen. 6 points. 3 of just easy baskets there from Matthias Christensen. No Mad and Alan Wells. Alan Wells dropped 17 in Game 1. And he's able to lay that one in there. Christensen, 4 easy, just every time they give the ball to Matthias Christensen, he literally just walks around the defense and lays it in. Alan Wells, can he do the same thing? No, because when he's got a wide open shot under the basket, he misses. And here's Matthias Christensen laying it in. 10 points, 5 for 5 from the field from Matthias Christensen. With 5 very easy lay-ins. No Mad around the screen. He's driving, and he hands the ball to the defense. Here come the Washington, D.C. Titans into Eugene Moore. He slams it down. Timeout, Indiana Elite. Back to it, following the timeout. Washington, D.C. Titans up 10 on the Indiana Elite. Matt Snow, he's going to chuck it. Yep. All right, I'm not going to... We're just going to lose this one if we're going to lose. I'm not calling plays anymore. I've had enough. We're just going to watch this one. Matt Snow into Clem Fandango. Clem Fandango out to Cameron Boozer, and he pulls up a 3. And that's what happens when you don't call plays. Right on cue. You guys see that right there? Right on cue. That's what happens. They will chuck a 3 nearly every possession. DC Titans up 12. Looking good right now. Eugene Moore against Fandango. Puts up the hook shot. Can't get that one to go. Can't get that one to go. Matt Snow into Fandango. He backs down. Here it comes again. Here it comes again. Fandango out to Cameron Boozer for 3! Oh! Wonder what's going to happen on the next possession. Wonder what will happen on the next possession. I can't wait to see. Offensive rebound. There was. Can we just? Didn't turn into points though. Didn't turn into points at the end of the day. I'm not calling a play. You guys do whatever you want. Wanted it more, and that is maybe that is what it is. Maybe they just wanted more. Matt Snow misses the wide open layup. Terrence Alexander walks by the defense for the easy layup. No, in some sports games, it's just like coded in at the beginning that you're going to get blown out. It's just kind of how it is. That's been in sports games since Moby Dick was a minute. Everybody knows that. I think this is one of them. I think we just got to take our beating this game and just accept it. Drops in the 3. I think that's their third or fourth of the game. We have yet to hit one. Cameron Boozer backs down. And yep. We'll go ahead and take the beating on this one. That's fine. Go ahead and let it happen. You gotta let it. You gotta take him sometimes. You gotta take beatings like this sometimes to humble him. I mean, we have literally missed 3 layups under the basket in a row. But so we've won what, 7 in a row? We've won like 7 games in a row. So it's a real thing in sports games where when you win too many in a row, they just have you get blown out. That's a very real thing in sports games. So I think that's what we're seeing here. I think that's exactly what we're witnessing live. DC Titans up 18 here as they are putting a beating down on the Indiana Elite here at home. Indiana Elite with no answer for anything out there. Pete Jones Jr. slams down the alley-oop. Pete Jones Jr. had a monster of a start. Indiana Elite had a great first quarter. Indiana Elite had a incredible first quarter, but after that, well, no. Pete Jones Jr. had a great first quarter. And then once the B team came in, that was it. B team came in, and that was the end of it. Pete Jones Jr.'s got 16. He's 8 for 9. He's trying. We might need to get Alan Wells in there. Alan Wells might need to be the starter. Truck Wallace might need to go to the bench. Matt Snow at the top into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer against Randall. He's able to lay it in. Cameron Boozer's got 6. Rice, no good on the mid-ranger. That one bounces out. Indiana Elite will take over. As Snow over to Fondongo. Fondongo, he's going to get the screen. He's beat up by Tyson Chapman. Cameron Boozer, no good from the 3. Oh, Pete Jones Jr. just wanted it more. Pete Jones Jr. gets the offensive rebound. He just wanted it more. Slams it down. 18 points. 9 of 10. Pete Jones Jr. has got over half of the Indiana Elite's points. He's doing everything he can out there. But the rest of the Indiana Elite leaving some to be desired. Terrence Alexander with a step-back 3 right there. He's got 15. Truck Wallace. Pete Jones Jr. with a slam. 20 points for Pete Jones Jr. Matt Snow, 6 points, 6 assists. He might be on double-double watch. Terrence Alexander up at the top, works around the screen. Matt Snow pokes it away. Matt Snow gets a poke away, nearly every quarter, but very rarely does it ever turn into a steal. Here come the Indiana Elite. Chance to trim it to single digits here. Well, I think Coach Pete Jones, I don't even know if he's on the bench over there anymore. Coach Pete Jones, I think he went to the locker room. They said he ordered a pizza and a massage and a stripper or something. And I think they got the assistant coach. I'm not even sure that guy's his name. but I think he's running the team now. Terrence Alexander walks by the defense for the lay-in. 2 minutes left here in the third. Cameron Boozer plays it in from the side. Indiana Elite have trimmed it to 9. Coach Pete Jones might be missing his team coming back here. But Terrence Alexander looking to walk by the defense as he does nearly every possession this game. Even though the defense has been told to D up heavily on Terrence Alexander, he walks by them every possession. Clem Fandongo with his first basket. He's got 2. 90 seconds left here in the third. Terrence Alexander poked away by Matt Snow. Recovered though. Terrence Alexander. And that looked like an Indiana Elite possession. Cameron Boozer up at the top. Finds Clem Fandongo for the slam. Timeout DC Titans. Somebody call Coach Pete Jones. About 60 seconds left here in the third. The B team checks back in for the Indiana Elite. This is usually when things go poorly for them. Coach Pete Jones still has not been seen. It's still the assistant coach running things here right now. Greg Neal can't get that one to go. Oh no, here comes Matthias Christensen though. The kryptonite for the Indiana Elite. Terrence Alexander, finds Eugene Moore for the slam. B team gives up 2 baskets just like that. Can they get some points back? Allen Wells. No. Oh, Gator Wallace with an offensive rebound. And, Gator Wallace just wanted it more. Got the offensive rebound and gets the putback lay-in. Jared Randall. He drops it in. 14 points for Jared Randall. Shot clock turned off into Gator Wallace. Gator Wallace lays that one in. He's got 4. Indiana Elite have trimmed to single digits here in the third. Last one here for the fourth, Matthias Christensen. Over to Jared Randall. He's been hot here late. He's going to keep it up. 16 for Jared Randall. That is the end of the third. 5 minutes left here in regulation. Indiana Elite were down 8 to start the fourth in game 2. Here in game 3, they are down 11. Do they have another comeback in them? Terrence Alexander, step back 3. No good. If Terrence Alexander starts like that, that may be what the Indiana Elite need. Allen Wells at the top. Allen Wells, he's looking to use the screen. He's attacking. Allen Wells lays it in. Allen Wells. He's 2 for 5 here this game, so maybe he's not a reliable scorer. Martinelli, the undrafted free agent. Randall can't get the 3 ball to go, but an offensive rebound for the Titans, as there were 4 Indiana Elite down there and 1 DC Titan. Martinelli, the undrafted free agent, slams it down. Nomad into Greg Neal. Greg Neal pulls up a shot. Whoa, Greg Neal with a mid-ranger. Terrence Alexander around the screen, driving, guarded by Nomad. Terrence Alexander puts up the floater and drops it in. 21 with 9 assists. Terrence Alexander, he's on double-double watch. Timeout, Indiana Elite. Indiana Elite down 9. 3:45 left here in the fourth. Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. Over to Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer lays it in. He's got 10. I'm sorry, they were down 11. Now the Indiana Elite down 9. Indiana Elite down 9 following the basket from Cameron Boozer. Poked away by Matt Snow and recovered. The amount of times we see that happen. And a lot of times it turns into a basket for them anyway. Terrence Alexander over to Jared Randall. Puts up a 3. No good. Indiana Elite down 9. Matt Snow at the top. He uses the screen. He's attacking. Matt Snow straight to the basket to lay it in. He's got 8. 8 points, 9 assists. Matt Snow's on double-double watch. Matthias Christensen walks by the defense and lays it in. That has been every single basket he has taken. He is 12.6 of 6 from the field, and every shot he has taken has been an easy layup or a dunk. Cameron Boozer able to lay that one in. He's got 12. Indiana Elite trying to keep it close here in the fourth. Terrence Alexander is very tired out there. Matt Snow just poked the ball away 2 times in a row, but, and again, yes, like I said, it usually just ends up in an easy basket for them, but because Matthias Christensen was wide open under the basket, but then he passed it out. Matt Snow around the screen. He's trying to attack again. Matt Snow lays it in again, and they pull it to within 5. Timeout, DC. 2 minutes left here in the fourth. The Indiana Elite, they were down 22, I think, at a time. They're now down 5. Not over yet, though. Blake Point's able to drop that one in. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Can the Indiana Elite look to keep it close here? Matt Snow into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer. Watching the shot, watching the time tick away. Truck Wallace misses a 3. One of the worst players on the team right now. Just Truck Wallace. Titans up 7 with the ball. Into Christensen. Matthias Christensen against Pete Jones Jr. Hook shot. Matthias Christensen, 14 points, 7 for 7. Has not missed off of the bench. Lead is back up to 9. Matt Snow around, driving. Matt Snow can't get the lay-in to go. DC Titans up 9, up 11, and looking like we will be headed to Game 4 after a strong game here from the DC Titans here in Game 3. Strong game here from the DC Titans here in Game 3, and just a weak game. I mean, you're seeing Truck Wallace at his finest right there. Another missed 3 from the Indiana Elite. Don't think they've made one the entire game. Matthias Christensen lays that one in. DC Titans with a big game here at home, and they are going to get the win against the Indiana Elite. They're going to keep the series alive. We'll head to Game 4. We will head to Game 4 and see if the Washington DC Titans can force a Game 5, or see if the Indiana Elite can get it done in Game 4. Shot clock turned off. Cameron Boozer misses another 3 just to add 1 to the list there for the Indiana Elite. Shot clock turned off. Time counts down. Washington DC Titans win Game 3 and take the win.